don't believe what I just saw.
In a year that has been so improbable, the impossible has happened.
Combination of voices there, both Hall of Famers, Vin Scully and Jack Buck, in perhaps the most memorable Game 1 World Series moment ever.
Yeah, it was really interesting because Kirk Gibson had a bad knee and he wasn't going to play. Mike Scioscia told me he was sitting on the bench and this guy walks past him and says, "Where the heck is Kirk Gibson going? He can't play." Sure enough, he went up and hit a home run. He had a great conversation with Mel Didier, the late scout that was so good. Didier said he always saw Eckersley throw a backdoor breaking ball when he got behind, and that's what Gibson was looking for in that at bat.
We continue with our Game 1 here, which has certainly not been shy of highlights as Carlos Correa goes to work against a new pitcher on the mound for the Nationals.
Patrick Corbin, the starter, comes out of the bullpen, and you can see he has pitched in 6 games now, has made 2 starts, but they've had to call upon him to come out of the bullpen. 30-year-old was drafted by the Angels in 2009 out of Chipola Junior College in Florida. Came to the big leagues with the Diamondbacks in 2012. Signed a big contract as a free agent to bolster their starting rotation, and he has delivered. This season he went 14-7 with a .325 earned run average, made 33 starts for the Nationals. Second straight 200-inning season for Patrick Corbin.
Correa, Alvarez, and Maldonado here with the Nationals on top by 3. Yeah, Patrick Corbin was at his sharpest after the All-Star break. First of a 6-year deal with the Nationals, and yes, there were other suitors for his services, none willing to go to that 6th year, which was the difference maker in the Nats landing their man. And I think there are still Yankee fans with a little remorse over their team not extending a 6th year to Corbin.
Yeah, Corbin made 15 starts in the second half and went 7-2 down the stretch for the Nats, and gets a strikeout.
Correa down swinging for the 3rd time tonight.
Corbin mentioned his terrific season, 14-7 in his first season with the Nationals. A very good ERA. Opponents hit just .227 against him, and he racked up the strikeouts as well. He had 238 strikeouts over the course of the season.
Yordan Alvarez walked and singled against Scherzer. Bats here with 1 gone and the base is empty. A franchise rookie record 27 homers for Yordan Alvarez, and they came in only 86 games. 87 RBIs in those 86 games. He is a slam dunk lock for American League Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, one of the best rookie seasons in basically a half season, going back to Willie McCovey with the Giants. Ryan Howard with the Phillies came up and did some major damage, and you can see what he did. Home runs by rookies. Eloy Jimenez of the White Sox hit 31, but Alvarez had 27 right on his heels. Rowdy Tellez of the Blue Jays had 21.
2 balls and a strike. And Alvarez lines that one into right, a base hit. Well, you were on it early, Buck. He is a different player tonight than he has been all postseason.
Well, you know what? Michael Brantley said that. Alex Bregman talked about it. Alex Citron, the hitting coach, talked about it. We think we identified the problem, and Alvarez was anxious to make an adjustment. He's been on base all 3 times, and it started with a walk in the 2nd inning. But he's a lot more quiet at the plate. The head stays still. Ball's not jumping around on him. He's got a 2nd hit of the night. They need his bat to compete.
They need his bat in particular in the games in Houston, because when this series goes to D.C., the DH will not be in play, and Alvarez will be relegated to a bench weapon. Here's Martin Maldonado now, who's 0 for 2 tonight. AJ Hinch sharing with us before the game that tomorrow with Justin Verlander on the mound, Robinson Chirinos will handle the catching duties, as was the case for most of the season.
Yeah, Chirinos and Scherzer really hit it off well as they worked together very effectively, and he was a consistent battery mate of Verlander. You see Ledmus Diaz out on deck. He will bat for Josh Reddick with the left-hander into the ball game.
Ball and a strike to Martin Maldonado. Only 3 singles for the Astros from the second inning on, that is. Again, the damage came in the first, both runs, and 2 of the 6 hits. And Tanner Rainey, the hard-throwing right-hander, is up behind Corbin. That's just in case Springer and Altuve get to the plate this inning. Slider swung on and missed. Almost 40% of what Patrick Corbin throws is the slider. Two balls and 2 strikes.
Got a piece of that fastball to stay alive. Obviously Maldonado, he hits it on the ground. Chances are it's going to be a double play.
Still 2-2.
Another good breaking ball. Corbin was drafted by the Angels in the second round. He was picked in the second round 2009 out of Chipola Junior College. And if you've heard that name before, it's because a lot of big leaguers have come out of there, including Jose Bautista, home run champ, Russell Martin, Dodgers great catcher. A lot of guys have come out of that junior college program. Adam Malone, one of the Canadians from BC, British Columbia. Rene Tosoni, another prospect in the Twins organization. But Chipola Junior College has been a terrific baseball program for a long time, and that's where the Angels saw Patrick Corbin.
The next 2-2. Comes upstairs with a fastball. Now it's a full count. Jose Altuve would love a chance to bat this inning. That would force another bullpen move for Dave Martinez. The more often that Washington Nationals bullpen gate swings open, the more the smiles on the faces of the Houston Astros. The bullpen had been a problem for the Nationals much of the year. And a swing and a miss. Corbin strikes him out on another slider.
Yeah, we mentioned the strikeouts during the regular season for Corbin. 238 strikeouts he had, and you can see the ERA by relievers for the regular season. Not good for the Nationals, but Dave Martinez has confidence in the way the guys are throwing right now. Remember, they picked up Daniel Hudson, who has moved into the closer's role. Sean Doolittle has had plenty of rest now with the off time, and they think that serves their bullpen very well. So now they're buying some time, whether or not they're going to make a pitching change here. I wouldn't make the change just yet. I would let Corbin face Diaz right now. You can see Dave Martinez, his bench coach Chip Hale, having a discussion about what their next move is.
And I think what's on their mind right here is we'll stay with our guy, because Ledmus Diaz is a reverse splits hitter, meaning he's actually got better numbers against right-handed pitching this year than he does the southpaws, and a swing and a miss on a fastball. couple of stints on the injured list for the former Blue Jay and Cardinal. Limited him to a career low 57 games this year. When healthy, he was very valuable. Played all over the diamond. Played some first, second. Made a handful of starts in the outfield this year. He's behind 0-2.
Yeah, he played a lot of shortstop early in the season when Correa was out, and then Bregman moved over, played short, but Levis could play first. He could play second, third, and short, all the infielders, and they're the numbers you're talking about. His reverse splits, likes the ball out over the plate a little better than down and in. I would think Corbin would attack him with the slider down and in, trying to go for another strikeout here.
Those numbers this year really mirror what he's done for his career. 0-2. On the ground, sharply hit. Played by Cabrera to retire the side. Patrick Corbin out of the bullpen. Able to keep the Astros quiet in the 6th. We talked about how the Astros deploy the shift. Hey, the Nationals can play that way too. To the back third in a